It's the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Griffin. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Breaks a tackle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Flowers on the stop.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat out loves it. Has toughness. Wants to hang in there and play through just about everything. And walks that line between creativity and being able to take care of the football, taking those chances and not. When he figures out exactly where that line is on every snap, look out, folks. Jameis Winston will really ascend as a quarterback. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jameis now on first down. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
A pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, Winston. Short throw to Disley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
This is Carson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Michael Dixon, the
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and
from the 29. Griffin. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
From the gun, it's Griffin. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Griffin. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. And that will be incomplete.
Griffin's pass intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of a yard. And it's
on third down, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Short throw to Disley.
Winston's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll throw again. Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars back with it on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Griffin. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Jaguars nothing.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, Winston. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carry.
No gain on the play there, second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Carson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
On the carry.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
The score, Seahawks 10. Jaguars nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out come the Jags. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
26, Devin Singletary.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
They go play action. Griffin. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Whitaker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Griffin over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The give to Whitaker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Winston. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Short throw to Disley.
Winston.
That catch good for only a couple.
Will Disley. A gain of 2.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Whitaker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Griffin. That's caught by Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Griffin will throw again. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Once again, Griffin. Short pass to Howard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd.
Throwing again, Griffin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again is Griffin. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. O.J. Howard. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, headed into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Jameis Winston who's been on target in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20.
From the 29, Winston. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Disley. It's a game.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Winston's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 41.
On the ground, Whitaker. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down. It's Carson, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Winston. He'll find Metcalf.
Winston's pass complete to DK Metcalf. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action now. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Winston sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Seahawks 10, Jaguars 7.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
On the ground, it's Singletary. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Throwing again. Griffin. This will be caught at about the 5.
Griffin's pass.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Griffin. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Carson,
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
His own 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Winston's pass complete to Will Dissly. A gain of
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Carson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
C.J. Henderson.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, Griffin got his man complete over the middle. That's Miles. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have two guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards there, first down. Welcome back to Toronto. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
To Andy Isabella.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Whitaker. And able to work his way down to the 16.
Carry for the running back.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitaker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And it's caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Whitaker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
21-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Jaguars 7.
so they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The quarterback taken down.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gonzalez's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
16. Jaguars 7,
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Griffin. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Griffin on first down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a back.
And Winston lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Seahawks 16.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10-10 at their own 25.
Winston readies the offense. Down 21-16. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Here's Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Winston. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
So now all eyes shift to the Jags. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 1:12 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Griffin. Connection made with Shimon. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Griffin. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Play action. It's Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This could potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
24.
Tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.